All of this stuff is free. All of this stuff is available. All of this stuff is very, very easy to navigate.
Originating from deep inside the Rocky Mountains, transported through the power of the internet, and arriving inside your tiny earbuds. It's the Appraiser Coach Podcast.
Minisode.
All right, folks, welcome back to the program. Dustin Harris hanging out on another minisode. We are sponsored today by Spark for appraisers. It's the way that you can save time and money. Who doesn't want to do that? Check them out. Go to Spark4, that's F-O-R, not the number 4, F-O-R, Spark4appraisers.com. Well, folks, I want to introduce you to the new website today. This has been a passion project of mine, if you will. And I've been working on this for over a year. Now, I haven't actually been working on the website for over a year because I don't do websites. I believe in the law of delegation, but I have, let's say this, I have wanted to change the appraisercoach.com website for a very long time. And for the last year, I have worked passionately, 2 different developers going through and making it what I want. The first developer did a wonderful job, but it wasn't what I wanted. And I didn't know until I got to the end of the project. And I just did not feel good about it. So I went to a different developer and developed the website and worked very closely with this developer to make sure that the website was what I wanted it to be, and it is, and then some. We launched it recently. I want to share with you, if you're on YouTube, I just want to share with you quickly what it looks like. So let's do this. Let's flip over here. Here it is, folks. This is our homepage. I really had 2 goals with the website. And the first goal, I'll get to the second one in just a second, but the first goal was conversion and clarity. My old website was confusing. There was so much information there that it was very difficult to even understand what it is that we wanted, right? And that's, for any business, that's not a good thing. And so, you know, as the appraiser coach, I preach that to appraisers, right? If somebody, a potential client, potential customer comes to your website, they should know immediately what is needed, right? So the call to action is what they call it, right? The call to action. What is the call to action? What is your siren song? What is it that you want more than anything for your customers, your potential customers, to know, to do, to see? And my old website did not do that, okay? So the very first thing you see on the new website, by the way, we kept the same color, same logo, same scheme, same branding, if you will. But the first thing that you see is, are you ready to take your appraisal business to the next level? And there's a short video that talks a little bit about what I do. And there's the call to action right there. More than anything, I want more and more people to receive the services, the resources, the tools to become successful. And the best way to start that out is the All-Star team. Yes, I've got other things available. Yes, you can still go to my website. And as you can see at the top, you can find about me, the podcast, the blog, the services that we provide, and then, of course, the member login, which I'm going to get to in just a second after the break. But as you can see, the call to action is right there, and that was not really the case before. It was kind of confusing. If you went to my on my old website, you would kind of be like, okay, there's like a lot of things I could do here. It was confusing. It was not simplistic. It was complicated. And I wanted, number one, to have more conversions through simplicity, right? So if somebody heard about the Appraiser Coach for the first time, and again, there's principles in this for your own website, your appraisal website, right? What is it that you want your potential customers to know, to see, to do immediately? There's no question. They shouldn't look at that and go, okay, what next? Like, I don't get it. Where do I go from here? And I think my old website, there was a lot of what next? Where do I go from here? There is my story, you know, is the video up front. Again, these are, I'm not just sharing with you my website just to share with you my website. I'm sharing with you my website, yeah, to brag a little bit, because I think it's cool. I think it's a great website. I hope. I've run it by a lot of people. They've told me the same thing. But more importantly today, about your website. your appraisal website. What is it that you're doing with your website? One of the things I think is absolutely crucial is a get to know you video up front. People want to know the appraiser. They want to know who you are. Okay. So we have that. That's the very first thing you see is a video explaining who I am and why they're here and inviting them to be a part of the group. Okay. And then of course we have the testimonials, the proof of concept, if you will, from other individuals who have joined and have made their life easier. We talk about what it is that the All-Star team is. Of course, there's the price. I'm not a fan of hiding the prices. Again, that's something as an appraiser, you might have to be a little bit careful with because there's so many unique products as an appraiser, right? But people should not have any question as to what is being asked of them, okay? And what they're going to receive in return. And then, of course, we get into the workshops, the webinars, the virtual conference, all of this stuff that is there. And then the testimonials, again, a little bit about me. And then, of course, you can get to everything else that you could get to before, okay? So the call to action, join the All-Star team. But if you're here for something else, if you want private coaching, for example, very, very easy to go right here from my services, click on that, and then immediately you can join the dream team. You can join the All-Star team. You can have the 45-minute coaching sessions. You can add the 6-pack of the 45-minute sessions. You can look at my individual workshops for purchase, right? How to become a real estate appraiser is one that's very popular. The original Go create some value workshop, and then the follow-up of Go remodel your appraisal business is still there. Mobile appraising is still there. There's individual webinars for purchase as well. All of that stuff is still there. It's very, very clear what it is that we want you to do. I want to pause here, folks, and remind you that we're sponsored by a great, great company. Speaking of things that you should be doing, how about saving money for your appraisal services by utilizing technology? There is no greater product for saving time than Spark. I'm not joking, folks. That is not just a throwaway statement. I've looked at them. There's some great products out there. There's nothing that's going to save you more time for the price, for the investment, than Spark. Spark takes the data that you choose and immediately sticks it into your report. I mean, how could that not save you time? Even in a slow market, folks, it's a no-brainer to use Spark. Check them out, find out more, watch their tutorial videos. Spark4appraisers.com. Again, it's Spark4appraisers.com. All right, folks, welcome back to the program. Dustin Harris hanging out. Just introducing you to my new website. I showed it to you before the break. I just want to say one other thing. There were 2 goals that I had with the website. Number 1 was a clear call to action. When an appraiser comes to my website, there should be absolutely zero doubt as to what the next step is. Now, whether they choose that step, obviously is up to them. But I don't want there to be any question as to what we want them to do, what we want them to participate in, and what it is they get and how much it costs, right? It's very, very clear. I'm a believer in transparency when it comes to business, right? We're here to do business together. We're here to trust one another. I don't want to hide anything from you. It's very clear what the All-Star team is, and it's very clear how you sign up, and it's very easy to do so. That's number 1. Number 2, and this is a complaint that I've had for years from my members. And basically it boils down to this: confusion. Once you go past the paywall, okay? So on the old website, on the new website, there's the front end, right? Here's the call to action. But once you join, once you're a member, now there's a login, a member login section. And in the past, there's been a lot of complaint about the confusion because there's just so much stuff there. There's no other way to put it. There is so much information. I mean, I literally have hundreds, I'm not joking, of webinars and tools and resources and courses and you name it, meetings that we've recorded, right? So many things that it was a little bit difficult and cumbersome to utilize once you got past the paywall. So that was number 2, is to make it easy for members to navigate. And I think that we have nailed it. We went with a new format, with a new structure, if you will. It is very searchable. It is very easy to understand. I'm not going to log into it here if you're on YouTube, but just trust me, when you get past the paywall, it is very clear. If you want to find a webinar on how to hire a virtual assistant for free, right, because you're a member of the All-Star team, it's there. If you want to know how to use a laser measure, it's there. If you want to use Kubicasa, it's there. If you want to learn how to hire someone, it's there. If you want to learn how to do the Omnia profile on the person that you're potentially hiring, it's there, right? If you want a whole course on how to be more effective as a real estate appraiser business owner, it's there. All of this stuff is free. All of this stuff is available. All of this stuff is very, very easy to navigate. And it wasn't like that before. I'm super proud of the new website, both on the front end and the back end. I think you will really enjoy the experience there. I invite you to check out the All-Star team. Check out my website, theappraisercoach.com. Again, it's theappraisercoach.com. Thank you for those of you who hung tight while we worked through some challenging back-end issues with the old website, but I think that you'll be very, very happy with what we've done here. Thank you for joining me today, folks, and have a great, great day, and go create some value.
You've been listening to the Appraiser Coach podcast with Dustin Harris. If you like what you hear, please give us a 5-star rating and post a short review on iTunes. For more in-depth insider information on how you can make more money as a real estate appraiser, visit theappraisercoach.com and sign up for the All-Star team today. Thanks for joining us. And now, get out there and create some value.